Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Life Upgrade Podcast show, and this is your host, Fulfillment Obi. Today we're talking about controlled chaos. You agree with me that life is chaotic. You're trying to solve an issue, handle a problem, or battle an opposition, but here comes something tragic happening again. Some chaotic situation hit harder than others, and some of them throw us off balance. But I'm here to give you an idea of how you can control any chaotic situation and suffer minimal loss or damages. With that being said, let's get into the episode.
Strap yourself in because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Okay guys, we're going to look at 4 things in this episode. We're going to look at response, feeling of helplessness, fate, and chaos as a part of life. Okay, let's get started with response. The reason why chaotic situations deeply mess with our lives is not because they are chaotic, but because of how we respond. Here's a story. Last week, I was listening to a radio show about a man who made some very bad mistakes, which led to the death of his wife. By the storyline, he had 90% chance of diverting such tragedy, but he kept making foolish choices in the heat of emotions, and his bad choices led to the death of his wife. Bad things can happen when we least expect them, and sometimes when it should least happen. But if we believe that we have lost control, then we have truly lost control. But if we believe contrary, we can begin to respond to the situation in a way that it will give us more options for controlling the situation. Before you respond to any chaotic situation, ensure that your mind is at peace and you are not responding in the heat of anger or any kind of emotion. The clarity of your thoughts will help you make meaningful choices and help you make meaning of the bad situation or the bad stuff happening around you. No matter how bad the situation can be, there is always a way you can manage it and ensure minimal loss or damages. Number 2 is the feeling of helplessness. Never feel helpless. This is going to kill you faster than whatever you're going through. The feeling of helplessness make you lose hope, which lead to depression, which lead to inaction. Once something chaotic strikes and is trying to push you into the state of helplessness, you can do these things instead. Number 1, believe it is happening for the right reason. If you believe that it's happening for the right reason, at least you can begin to make effort to think about the possible solution and not fall into depression. Number 2, believe that it is just a door to something better. So everything bad can happen for a good reason. It may be that whatever is happening now is only opening a door to a brighter future. Number 3, believe that there are multiple solutions available and you just need to find them. If you believe that there's a solution to whatever you're going through, then you will not feel helpless. You will not be put in a state where you begin to feel depressed and sorry for yourself. Number 4, you aren't the first person it's happening to. Others have experienced it and they survived. Knowing this will give you peace of mind. If you know that someone who have gone through what you're going through and they survived and they were able to make something great out of their life, then it will give you hope and you will not feel helpless. Number 3, we have faith. Faith is so powerful that it can turn the outcome of things to positive sooner than you think. People who walk by faith always lead better life, secure better opportunities because they believe that there's someone out there who have planned the course of their life and will see them through difficult situations. The question is this: who or what do you put your faith on? I would advise you put your faith on God because He doesn't fail or disappoint. Many put their faith in riches, houses, people, businesses, jobs, and it may lead to more hurt and pain because those things can fail. So I would advise again that you put your faith on God so that He will help you and see you through, and you have to believe that God never fails. Every chaotic situation in the scriptures was defeated by faith. For example, Lazarus brought back from the dead, and other amazing stories were only made possible because of faith. Number 4, chaos is a part of life, and the sooner you accept it, the better it is. Life can never go smoothly all the time. If it does, then it's not life. So just expect the worst while you plan for the best, because we can never fully predict the future. What we can do is to live in the moment, handling these challenges and thanking God for the opportunity to live. If you're in the midst of a chaotic situation and it seems that there's nothing you can do, I am here to give you hope that life still have great things for you. God loves you and he still have great plans for your life. So if you need someone to talk to, you can reach me out on Facebook at fulfillmentob.official, or just search for my name on Facebook, Fulfillment OB, or you can send us a voice message or send us a mail. Everything you need will be in the description of this podcast. So I want to believe that you've learned a lot from this podcast and it makes a lot of sense to you, and I want to believe that you apply this principle to your life and experience transformation. Well, I would also love you to do a couple of things for me. If you enjoy this episode, I would love you to share this episode to as many people as you can, and go over to iTunes, give us a 5-star review and subscribe. This podcast have a global reach for about 25 countries. So if you would love to sponsor a product, a service, just send us a mail through our email address that will be in the description of this podcast. With that being said, till next time, take care of yourself and enjoy your day.
Join us again next time when we will be back with more tips, techniques, and cheats to achieve the rewards that you deserve. Thank you so much for your time today. And please set your podcatcher so that you never, ever miss us. Bye for now, and thanks so much for listening.